Sure, they'd like to try to come back in under their own power, not be on the tow rope. But now, as you can see, watching online via H1 Unlimited, of course, in the infield. And Brad, that's a tough way for that team to start the weekend off. Your local hometown favorite here, the U-7, owned by Dave Bardish from right here in Detroit. And of course, Brad, Dave has his name on that APBA Gold Cup. The 2005 winner, the U-13 out DB Dodge, and we've missed this gentleman that drove that craft, the late Terry Troxell, the winner of the 05 APBA Gold Cup. And Brad,
hey, here we go. Hey, here we go. All you had to do was start about Dave Bardish and Terry Troxell, and we got it up. There we go. You talk about Terry winning that Gold Cup, and as you know, Jeff Ayler, I spent last week at the Terry Troxell Memorial Regatta over in eastern Washington in the beautiful little burg of Pateros, Washington. So fitting that we talk about Dave Bardish and the fact that he has been and is on the APBA Gold Cup. And here comes Bert. Got it up. Very, very good to see this boat back out on the Detroit River. And of course, the last time he was on the river had an issue out here that led to a whole lot of work in the off season to get this boat ready to go, when he had a collision here with J. Michael Kelly just before the start of the original final heat a year ago. And you've got him right in front of you. We got our first H1 Unlimited on the water, Jeff Ayler.
And Brad, like we've mentioned, about the past 45 minutes, the winds have subsided, and this is the best the water has looked since about 10:30 this morning, as Bert Henderson went ahead and elected to go through the Grand Prix course here on the Detroit River, straightens it up. So Brad, bring him up to you. The bright red U-7 Spirit of Detroit, Tri-Island Energy Detroit Machinery Center.
Yes, Bert Henderson, he was out testing the Steeler, his 777 GP hydroplane earlier, so apparently he likes that race course a lot. So he went ahead and cut it a little bit short, comes off the rooster tail here. Boat sounds good. I think he's just trying to make sure that everything they've done to that boat is nailed down. Everything is solid. All the gauges are reading correctly. And looks like he's going to turn again, Jeff.
A little compressor stall as he came by the start-finish line buoy, working back into turn number 1 on the Grand Prix course. And Brad, the Unlimiteds will not run on the tiny 1-miler. We will see him cut through the infield there.
Yep.
In the milling period activity when we go racing tomorrow and on Sunday, but we'll see if Bert elects to go down the full front chute this time. He's in front of you.
He is right in front of me, and if he had any trepidation going through the rooster tail turn after what happened to him a year ago, he's certainly burying that demon, because he's been through it about 4 times now, and looks like he's going to go left again. Got him right in front of you, Jeff.
So cutting through the GP course once again, our first Unlimited on the water for the 2018 Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers APBA Gold Cup. Brad, our qualifying session is still on from 5 until 7 this evening. I know, though, each team would like to take a crack to the water before they go qualifying at 5 bells.
Yeah, they sure would, and get out and just run some laps around the race course and make sure it is as they remember. So we'll see how well that works. We're, what are we looking at, about 3:40 right now. So we've still got some time here. And to your point, if the river would lay down and give us a good window here, say over the next hour and then before we go qualifying at 5, we have seen some terrific speeds on this race course. Certainly we saw a number of them last year during qualifying. If we get the water conditions, you know this will produce some pretty quick speeds.
So Bert Henderson looks like he'll point the nose of the U-7 back to the pit dock, and